Hi guys, Transformers from 5000 here. Today we are going to be reviewing Transformers Robots in Disguise Season 2 Episode 3 Metal Meltdown. Okay, so before I get into the review of this episode, I'd like to give a big shout out to David Porter. Thank you David Porter for subscribing, commenting and the continuous support. Sorry I didn't get to this shout out earlier, just been really busy, but yeah, here it is. Shout out to David Porter, subscribe to him. And if anyone else wants a shout out, just let me know. Thank you, David Porter, I appreciate it. Now the second thing I want to talk about is, this is my 99th video. So the next episode review, episode 4, that will be my 100th video. So please stay tuned for that, guys. I couldn't have gone this far without you supporting me. But yeah, thank you, I appreciate the support, everyone. So this contains spoilers, so I'll leave the link to the episode in the description box below. So the first thing we saw was Kickback searching for some things. Now, we don't know what he's trying to build or anything like that yet. I've got a theory about that, but I'll get into that later in the video. I'm going to try and get through this very quickly. But yeah, Kickback was building, well, he was searching for items to build something. But yeah, it was a good scene, you know, and then Steeljaw reappeared, and Steeljaw following Kickback wherever Kickback were going. Obviously, we know he was going to the ship, crash-landed ship, but Steeljaw didn't know that. So, Steeljaw following Kickback really gave the story a drive, you know. And yeah, I quite liked that scene, Steeljaw's first reappearance in Season 2, and like I said, it gave the story a drive, this episode. Steeljaw, he didn't appear that much, but it really gave him an objective to really, you know, follow him, and yeah, it was good. So the next thing we saw was Russell displaying his, well, memorabilia, if you want to call it that, or souvenirs. Now, as a collector myself, I can relate to Russell, you know, collecting little things, and yeah, it was good. It really gives character development, actually, and yeah, I like this, what they're doing with it this season. They're giving like little, like this little scene here, just Russell's collection. I quite like it, what they're doing, just little things here and there. But yeah, I appreciate that scene anyway. It was a good scene. Now the next thing we saw was Strongarm and Grimlock training with each other. Now we saw a lot of Strongarm and Sideswipe in Season 1. But now the away team are away and will probably appear in episode 4, but I don't know this yet. But yeah, so it was Strongarm and Grimlock's turn to train with each other, and they did it quite well. And like Season 1, I reckon Strongarm will, you know, get used to having Grimlock by her side. Now I'm gonna skip the whole bit between Saberhorn and Bumblebee. I'll get to that later on. So the next thing we saw was Scorponok and Glowstrike, and Steeljaw appeared. Now I think that because Steeljaw has been battling Bumblebee's team more than Glowstrike's team, Steeljaw is going to say that he knows how Bumblebee's team operate, and don't forget he knows the location of the scrapyard. So I think Steeljaw is going to tell Glowstrike to help him get his pack back, like Thunderhawk and Underbite and all them lot. Yeah, I think he's going to get his pack back and offer them as leverage to join with Glowstrike. So yeah, I quite like that idea, but we'll see how the season turns out, I suppose. So, new characters, Saberhorn. He was good. I quite like Saberhorn. He was a pirate, and yeah, I like Saberhorn. I mean, we haven't really seen much of him, but from what I've seen of him, I think he's going to be a main character. I could be wrong, don't like hold me on that, but I could be wrong, but I think Saberhorn's going to be a main character. I'd love for him to make a reappearance. But yeah, let's see how the episodes go, and let me know what you think about all these new characters as well in the comments section below. So we saw 2 new Chomperzoids, with different teeth and, you know, different colour scheme to Underbite. They look to me around the same strength. But yeah, a lot of repaints in this scene, and I don't mind repaints, to be honest, I like them. But yeah, we saw 2 new Cyclones repaints, we saw some Viacons, And we saw an Arachnid repaint. Now, are you thinking, is this Arachnid? I don't think it is, no, because she has different features. She's a different colour, she doesn't have her legs on her back. And if you look at everyone else on the ship, they're all repaints of characters we've seen before. So I don't think this is Arachnid. It could be, but I don't think it is. But yeah, again, we'll see how the story turns out, I suppose. Now, can you remember the repaint of Ground Pounder, what we saw in the trailer? I think this repaint of Ground Pounder will also come from Glowstrike's army. So to recap, we got 2 new Cyclone repaints, 2 new Chompazord repaints, 2 new Viacon repaints, an Arachnid repaint. Then we got Saberhorn, we got Scorponok, and Glowstrike. So yeah, I reckon the 3 new villains are going to be the main villains for Season 2. Who knows at this point? But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Now, my opinion for this episode was the best out of the 3 we have had so far. I just loved this episode. I think it did great. And yeah, it was good. Now, I've got a theory here. Well, you remember how Saberhorn was searching for Thermitanium? Now, if you compare the back of the Alchemore to this crashed ship, they look alike. Now, when the Alchemore crashed, it went into different parts, ripped in half and all that stuff, like ships do. And it would seem to me that Glowstrike is trying to rebuild the Alchemore, maybe fly back to Cybertron. Now, that is just a theory of mine, but let me know what you guys think about that. So yeah, I enjoyed the episode. Let me know what you guys think, and I think that's all I've got to say in this video. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this episode review and the episode, and stay tuned to next week's episode, and till all are one.